I think every man is different, right? So you have some men that, we got the ones that paint their nose and toes, toes and fingers, the clear nail polish men, right? And then you have the ones that are against it. You have the spa, the guy that wants to be in the spa, and then you have the guy that prefers you just rubbing his feet at home, right? So I think it's important that you pay close attention to what your man needs. Some men just want reassurance. Like, remind him he's the man. Remind him he's the provider. Like, you stroke his ego, and that's enough. And that he's like, take my car, babe. Go do, right? And then you have some men, unfortunately, you mentioned the term soft boy era. Very soft and boyish vibes, in my opinion. But if you end up with a boy like that, in my opinion, you should cater to that boy's needs. And that boy doesn't need a woman to cook dinner or make sure his clothes are laid out for work because he works 2 jobs to provide for you. You don't need a man, right? That's not a man that's going to, am I taking jabs? No? I'm not
a little bit.
A little bit?
He said start
but some boys,
I'll paint your nails, but you don't got
right?
Okay?
Right, because if I have the boy that's painting his nails, you need to be able to hire the plumber, right? But most of the boys that do the painting, they can't offer any type of assistance, right? And they're not getting their nails chipped up and dirty. Think about it, like they're not changing your tires. So you have to know your boy or your man and how to cater to his every need. And if you are dealing with a boy, most likely you're gonna have to step up and be the masculine one and the provider. I'm just saying.
What about you, Des?
I had them both.
Okay, I know you're my man. I agree. Men are different. It's important for me to learn, the men that I'm talking to, or like when I really take seriously, because I don't really take other people seriously. So the one guy I do take seriously. I just want to, get to learn what he likes and what he needs, and then I can go from there. So currently, peace. Peace is heavy. I don't have a boy, so he's getting his hands dirty a lot.
Okay.
Like 6 o'clock in the morning to like a good 8 o'clock at night. So just peace, quiet, remembering, listening, showing up for conversation. And he's teaching me ways that he likes stuff too. So it's like more patience, more, pouring into just laughter, genuine stuff that he doesn't get, being that open space that he can't have around like other people and understanding him. So it's not so materialistic, honestly, because even when it's like, I'll buy this for you, I'll do this for you, I'm like, no, I got it. But like the things that are kind of like priceless.
I love that she labeled him Peace.
Yes, come on, Peace.
That's, right, Mr. Peace. Okay.
Mr. Peace.
I mean, a little massage will help, you know what I mean? Deep tissue massage.
Fingers.
I don't mind doing that, but you have to be deserving for that. But anyway, but if I were, my man would be treated very well. Massages. I don't do the feet though. I don't do nothing below the ankles. Don't do that. That's a little creepy for me. So I'll send you to the salon to get your, feet and stuff done, massaged by them. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do that. I'll cook, of course. I feel that's important to, have a meal. Even if it's not all the time, because I don't cook all the time, but when I do, I'm going to put all my love into it. So, I mean, simple things like you said, listening to the needs, because if he's listening to your needs, you equally have to do the same. So I think that has to be a balance. But sometimes men can be very, and it's not a bad thing, men can be very simple.
Yeah.
And simple is a positive word too, because it depends on what the simplicity is and what means so much to them. So I think if you pour into that specifically and hear deeply of what they're asking for and what they need, and you're willing to give that, cool.
That. I love hear deeply.
Yeah, just hear deeply. Something cook for you, make you have that, nice itis time. Go to bed. Give you a massage. But
if you get your feet done, she's gonna hire Ling Ling. Okay,
yeah,
remember
that's what I do.
But Tiff, before you answer. Can you maintain that?
Yeah.
Because I think what a lot of us women fail at doing, and men too, we start off one way, and it's like, I'm sending you to get your feet on. I'm going to send you to the spa because we're trying to impress them or reciprocate what they're doing. Right. But are you going to continue? Because someone like me, I end up pregnant and I'm an at-home mom. Oh, you shaking? You got something for us. But we end up at-home mom, and if that's what they're familiar with and that's the routine, the moment you slack, they're like, because they're gonna equate your love and affection, like everything that you've been doing from the start. They want that to continue.
Of course.
So when we set that bar so high and it's not consistent and it fades, then it's like,
I feel like, go ahead.
I feel like for me. And I feel that's a very good point because people do that, but I think it's both sides. Because men can do the same thing to try to put this whole, face on, and it changes too.
Mm-hmm.
So I value the balance. I'm a mirror.
Right.
So if I see what you're doing for me, I'm gonna make sure I do something that's equal. It might not be all the way to the top peak yet because you still gotta grow.
Right.
But it's always gonna be growing with more and more and more. So yes, maintaining is very important.
Right. So I want to comment and then I want to hear your answer. So for that part, I do feel like it's a two-way street. You know, like I'm gonna be floating as long as you keep the motion in the ocean. Okay, so it's like back and forth. You gonna keep me feeling like how I gotta feel, I'm gonna keep you feeling how you gotta feel. And like the more we do that, it's always gonna be like a maintaining thing. It's like a reminder. He did this, he does that, he makes me feel this way, I'm gonna XYZ the next day. What I'm doing now currently is I flirt with this man every day. It's been a long time. Like a long time. Like, but it's like if you focus on one day, you're like, dang, we've been doing this for how long?
Right.
You know? So I feel like that, yeah, that's true. Okay, babes. Yes.
Okay.
Calm
down. No, but
For real, because she was shaking the whole time.
I was feeling
Let me out this cage.
Like, y'all dropped so many bars. Definitely agree with everything you said, and I like how everything was like in a different element. Where I am right now, I feel like everything is about creating environments. Like, create those environments intentionally. They don't have to be perfect, and everybody's not going to belong in that environment, but create that environment where you want to feel a certain way. Create that environment. You want to be treated a certain way. You want to communicate in a certain way. You want your communication to be healthy. Create that environment. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we want certain things. We want to feel certain ways, and we don't put in the work to make it real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I asked on the socials what people were having trouble with dating, what was frustrating them and upsetting them the most. And commonly, a lot of people said communication. And commonly, a lot of guys said women only want them for their money. Okay. I think majority, I'm not gonna say all, I'm gonna say majority of women, despite race, want to be treated a certain way. That's just the girl in us. You know what I'm saying? Since we was little, we was playing with dolls, trying to be somebody's mother, trying to play house, trying to be in the kitchen. We were already taught and trained without even realizing that these are our roles. So now when we try to live in them, I'm not saying use people, but when we do try to live in our femininity, we say, oh, could you do this for me?
So that's what I feel like it is.
Yeah.
When it comes to complaining about, and I'm going to be a little devil's advocate, because if men are complaining about women, always wanting money, why are you always flaunting? That's all you have. Sometimes all a man has is money. You don't got no personality. You're not funny. You have nothing to
And that goes on to what she said about starting away. Right?
And maintaining
I done
that.
had some brothers lead with the dollar, the almighty dollar. And I was like, oh, I like it. I'll do it. What do you want? What you want to do? Where you go? Well, you got money for me? Oh, gifts? Oh, yeah, I love it. Give me more.
Right.
The minute you start dialing that shit back, the minute I start dialing myself back.
Right.
Because that's what you used to excite me and to lure me in, and I liked it. So if you're not going to continue on with that, don't start with that.
And to your point of making the environment, you made the environment feel easy to be in my feminine energy. You're providing, you're paying the bills. When we go out to dinner, you pay for everything. If we had a late night creep in the hotel, I didn't have to worry about it because you paid that. You put gas in the tank. And then after a while, it starts to fall off. It's not even that I was here for the money. It was just the environment you created. I got comfortable in it, and you kind of pulled the rug from underneath me, and it's no longer there. It's like, are we starting over? Then you start to question the relationship. Like, are we still connected? Are you still in love? Because your financial situation hasn't changed. You're still making the same money.
And if you don't want that environment, fellas, don't create it.
Right.
Don't lead with the money. Don't be online flashing the cars and you are leaving out the Gucci store and you out here showing. It's people out here now who will post their bank statements.
Right.
Or like show a check that they got.
Yep.
You're putting that out.
Right.
And you're going to be surprised if somebody going to try you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lead with how you want that environment to be. If you want a woman to want to get to know you for who you are, lead with that. Lead with meaningful conversation. Lead with, hey, these are my love languages. What's yours? Hey, here's a tough scenario. How would you handle that? Like, create it.
Right.
And I'm guilty myself of not creating environments for myself, but I'm just now coming to this realization. Like, why don't you feel comfortable to open up to me and tell me when you feel sad about something? because you never made me
feel safe enough
to do so.
Girl.
Every time I tried to share with you how I was hurt or disappointed about something, you told me I was wrong for feeling that way. Or you told me my feelings weren't valid. Why on earth would I come back to you again for you to shut me down?
Right. Tell you how to feel.
Hello.
That part.
Like, I'm robbing Corey. How does feel?
I don't know.
Exactly. Those not your feelings.
Right.
Not like that. Okay. Boom. And I realized I never answered the question, guys. The question was, how do I treat?
You must explain how you feel.
How does she treat? She avoid the men by any means necessary.
I also agree that good treatment is not necessarily financial. It's not always gifts. It's not about grand gestures. I personally, I'm a good listener. Because men love to talk about themselves and they don't care.
Yeah, they just, girl, talk about it.
They just want you to sit and listen to them talk about themselves all day long. So I just listen to them. I'm treating you.
Right.
Because I know that makes you feel good, right? And listening means I'm paying attention to how you feel. I'm paying attention to, how you may want to feel. I will also say this. Another way I will treat my man, my partner, my man, if that's what we're doing, if you ain't got it, I got you. I'm going to say that. Don't not have it too many goddamn times now. So, all right now, goddamn.
Well, not for nothing. If I'm really into a guy and I'm in the store and I see something like I notice he loves sweatsuits, I'll see a sweatsuit like, oh, he would love this. Let me get it. That's natural, and so it's listening. But I've been with men where they would rather you not pay the bill. It's embarrassing to them. They feel the shame. Like, don't you ever pull out your pocketbook and in front of all of these people to see like as if I don't have it. Everybody's different. You got to pay close attention to what the needs are, and like Tiff said, create that environment.
And back